Shalawam, we're the real Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which you know is America. But before we get started, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham,
all right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect. So we're just going to go into current events. Obviously, we're in the time of prophecy. As Elder Apostle Tahar coined it, it's the year of prophecy. You can see these prophecies are jumping off the pages, man. So if you're not in this truth, you have a great destruction looking forward to you. If you are in this truth, you have a great salvation to look forward to, man. So we're going to go into the scriptures, man. Start with Isaiah 30 and 1.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellion children, said the Lord, Yahawashi.
Right. Woe unto the rebellious children. The word woe means destruction. The rebellious children is talking about you Israelites. You people of so-called Negro and Native Indian descent in the 12 tribes of Israel. The Heavenly Father said, woe unto you rebellious children. Why? Because you don't hearken unto the word. All right? The ass knows its owner. The ox is master's crib. But the Lord's people don't know, man. You don't know that you're the chosen people. You don't know that Babylon the Great is America. You don't know that we're about to get out of here. They don't care, man. Keep going.
That take counsel, but not of me.
Right, our people take counsel of everything except the scriptures. They take counsel of T.I., Killer Mike, fucking Joe Biden, all of these damn heathen. They take counsel of the nigga woman, man. They don't take counsel of the word of the Lord, man. And that's why there's a great destruction. Keep going.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Right. You're supposed to be covered with the spirit of Yahawashi. We're supposed to be covered by the blood of the Lamb. Yahawashi Mashiach went up on the cross so that we be covered in the last days, man. Because if we're not covered, we're going to suffer the same fate as the rest of these people. But it tells you in Romans 8, there's no condemnation to them which are in Yahawashi Mashiach. So that's the only covering that's going to protect you in these last days. All right, you got famine, race wars, you got all hell breaking loose, you got pestilence, you got World War III. You need a covering of the spirit of Yahawashi, so you don't get hit with those plagues. Go on.
That they may add sin to sin.
Right, adding sin to sin. What is sin? 1 John 3 and 4, the transgression of the law is sin. All right? You love pork, you won't stop eating pork, you won't stop committing adultery, you won't stop idolatry, you won't stop just being a nigga, man. That's the top sin, is being a nigga in America. That's idolatry, man. You're worshiping another spirit. All right, it tells you in Ecclesiastes that the whole duty of man is to keep the commandments. Jacob does not want to do that. God. Fear the Heavenly Father and keep His commandments. That's the whole duty of man, is to keep the commandments of the Heavenly Father. But our people don't want to do that, man. Why? Because they're covered with another covering.
That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
Right. When you go into Isaiah the 30th chapter, the 31st chapter, all throughout the scriptures, there's a spiritual Egypt, which is Babylon the Great. All right, Revelation 11 and 8 tells you that it's spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. And we're in Louisiana. It's Sodom right here, man. New Orleans all the way to Baton Rouge. It's a bunch of sodomites. All right? This is spiritual Egypt because this is a place of bondage. All right? Exodus 20 and 2 tells you that. Give me that, Sarah. Wait, actually, all right.
Acts at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Right, Pharaoh, the self-proclaimed white man. When you read Romans 9th chapter, he's the new Pharaoh, and this is the new Egypt. All right? The scriptures constantly link Esau, Edom with the new Egypt, man. Why? Because he's the ruler. The self-proclaimed white man is the ruler of Babylon, man. We're the last captivity of our people who's got to get out of here. But before we do that, it's going to be race wars. You Jakes need to make yourself holy. You need to make yourself separate from this devil and not march with him, not beg for acceptance from this man. Jake is out here marching for a pat on the head, man. You want the devil to pat you on the head and tell you, I'm sorry for the past 400 years. I didn't mean it. That was an accident. I got drunk, things got carried away. I accidentally put you in slavery for 400 years. My bad. Yeah, really longer than that. 500 years, man. That 500 years is not an accident. You have an enemy. That's why it tells you in Deuteronomy 28:68 that you will be sold into the hands of your enemies, man. Not your friends, not your equals, not your goddamn drinking buddy, man.
Esau been showing us that he our enemy the whole time we've been here.
Yeah.
You can look at everything he did until the ball got shot.
George Floyd. He get shot. He got suffocated.
But that's showing you that that's an enemy. A friend wouldn't do nobody like that. Right?
Yeah, love working no ill to his neighbor, man. Give me that Sirach 12 and 10.
Yeah, and if I can say, that's why I said they cover with a cover, but not my spirit, man. You going out protesting, begging this white man for forgiveness, man. All right, begging this white man for him to acknowledge you as a people, man. We ought to be begging the Lord, man, to come back and restore this place, man. It's Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy.
No, sometimes.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy, Jake. Don't ever trust him, man. That's plain. Why would you trust somebody that's set up to kill you? That's shown nothing but hatred towards you. I try to get on Ezekiel 35. Never trust you. God.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away.
Right. This devil likes to go crouching and hunching, man. He's like, I don't see color. We're all one race. We're all the human race, buddy. Why are you guys so mad? Why are you so angry? Come on, Jamal. I didn't mean it. It's okay. He deserved to die. Look at him. He reached for his phone. I thought it was a gun. We're still friends, right, Jamal? This devil he's the damn devil, man.
I got a picture. It's like that microphone glass.
It's like when you look at something through a glass, it's like it's kind of blurry, it's kind of fuzzy. Then you clean it a little bit. Oh, okay, I see what it is. It's the damn devil. Yeah, it's the damn devil.
It says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place."
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Every time our people make a covenant with the heathen, they slide and get close to you, then they intermarry with the top elites of our people. They do that with the heathen, they do that with the nation of Israel, man. That's how the Persian Empire fell. That's how this devil constantly comes into power. That's how Jake got overthrown in Europe, man. This devil will sit by you and act like he's cool with you, and then it's the first chance he gets, he'll overthrow you, man. You can't trust somebody like that. You can't trust somebody with a track record of constant betrayal. Okay? What?
Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
God.
Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
Right. Yeah, Esau Edom is the serpent. He descends from the serpent in the garden. That's not talking about a literal snake. Esau is the actual serpent, and you can't pity somebody that's playing with a snake and they get bit by a snake, man. What do you expect?
Take it off the thing. Alright, this is the precept to back up what the brother was saying according to who our enemies are, and going back especially to Deuteronomy 28:68. This is Joel 3 and 6. I'm going to read it on down to 7. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. To the Grecians.
Yeah.
So Deuteronomy didn't specifically tell you what nation you went to, but Joel is bagging Deuteronomy up, so you don't have to be out here stupid and guessing, man. And first off, we know who came and picked us up from the west coast of Africa, man. In that ship, that free ride, man. All right, it's the so-called white man, and the Bible calls him Edom, man. That's the Edomites. And this Bible broke it down this Bible verse broke it down even more to a smaller compound, the Grecians.
Right.
Alexander the Greek, the freak, is taught all the world, man. And we know who he was, what he did, man. All right?
I do mean. What happened when these Edomites came into power in Greece? What was multiplied on the earth?
Evil!
Evils were multiplied on the earth. Yeah. So how you gonna trust somebody who every time they get into power? That's why Malachi calls him the border of wickedness. Everywhere this man goes, he establishes wickedness. He's the border of wickedness. You got that.
I got it. Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Matter of fact, read the first verse. Let's see what Ezekiel 35 is talking about. Read the first verse.
All right. Ezekiel 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Mount Seir. All right. When you go into Genesis, what is it, the 10th chapter? It says Esau Edom is in Mount Seir, man. Mount Seir is Esau Edom, man. Yeah, so we're setting our face against Mount Seir. And what did Yahawashi say, man? With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains, man. This word is moving Mount Seir. All right? These damn devils, this government, all of these heathen, they're getting shook up because they know that they have but a short time. And we know our salvation is not. Because we can see these devils. This devil is addicted to meth. His daughter doesn't want his sons. They want a Jake in their lap. All of these heathen, they're coming for our people, man. They know what time it is. They know that we're about to come into power. And we can feel it. It's right around the corner. You can feel it in your veins that we're about to inherit the earth and everything in it. Start with the heathen, man.
Right.
Revelation 26, going on verse 5.
All right. Ezekiel 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
Right, perpetual hatred. That word perpetual means ongoing, continuous. It's a cycle. It's on every time this man has a chance to put you jakes to death, he's going to do it. He's going to go with his boob. Just give him an opportunity. He's going to show you exactly who he is. And all you jakes that trust in oppression, all you jakes that love the self-proclaimed white man, you want to hug him. You got niggas hugging police now, man. Jake is trying to hug the cops, man.
Genesis 27 and 40. Select Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Hold up. Read that again, verse 5.
All right. Ezekiel 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Now, why did he have a perpetual hatred? Read that again.
Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
Right. It's very important to understand that you have an enemy and why he hates you. Because a lot of these pro-black niggas, they'll try to make it seem like the self-proclaimed white man hates us because we have melanin. They try to make it a physical thing. This is spiritual, man. Yeah. This hatred is spiritual. We were born in the womb. Before we were born, before anybody came out first, there was an enmity between the seed of Jacob and the seed of Esau, man. It's a spiritual rip. There's a great gulf fixed between our two nations, man. We're never going to come together. So all you get there's enmity between us. So all you coon-ass niggas, you Charles Dutton-looking bald-headed niggas with smooth faces that want to hug the white man, nothing's going to come of that except you getting put to death, all right? You go out drinking with Esau, you might end up with a plunger up your behind, man. This man is a freak and a pervert. He's not to be trusted under any circumstance, man.
Job wouldn't even let his dog near Esau.
Yeah, Job wouldn't even trust this devil to sit with his animals, man. Why? Because he loves dogs. He's a dog lover, as he likes to say. Yeah, he's an animal lover.
Yeah. He knew bestiality. He knew they were into bestiality, homosexuality, and so.
And they still are to this day. This man can't put out a movie or television show without rabid homosexuality, man. He thinks it's funny, even from an early age. If you ever went to school with Edomites, they start out small, man. Making gay jokes, everything gay is funny. It's overwhelming, man. Ass grabbing and all of this, man.
Jake leads to that, that's why Jake feel like that's the only way you can be funny.
Yeah.
If they make gay jokes.
Yeah. Jake loves to, what does the scripture say? Why do you trim your ways to seek love? Every time Jake gets around this devil, he trims his ways. He shrinks down, he raises his voice. Hi, trying to laugh at the corny ass jokes. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, that high, yeah. Then you got the nigga woman, she's laughing at this nigga's jokes. Esau's not funny. She's showing like 48 teeth, man. She got a whole new row of teeth you never seen before when this nigga start joking, man. New attitude. Yeah, a new attitude. She will not submit to you, but she'll submit to this devil every day at work, man. And they come home and give you shit. And you niggas want to stay here. You got Jake, I can't wait till things go back to normal. Normal for you is slavery. Normal for you is paying taxes. Normal for you is bowing down to this devil, man. Why would you want to go back to normal? We seek a continual city, man.
Hey, if I can just say this, brother, you have
our people, they hold this mind frame. They have a very bogus, and it's really stupid. It's a very stupid mindset that our people have. They want reparations. Yeah, they want all of this stuff. Now think about it. You could be playing basketball or having MMA, boxing, whatever, fighting. Does the loser get sympathy? For what? You whooped his ass and you won, so you deserve the belt, right? Esau got the belt, man. The Lord gave it to him. Jake, Esau don't owe you nothing. Because in the kingdom of heaven, when we get on top of him, you think we're going to have sympathy on him and his children and his people?
That's why they mad at Drew Brees.
Right. They mad at Drew Brees. Hey, look, man, nobody's going to have sympathy on you, man. All right? You got to pray and repent to Yahawashi in order for this thing to come back.
And that's the real reason Jake is marching, man. Jake is acting like they're marching for justice, but they're really marching for sympathy and a pat on the head. Yeah, they're throwing a temper tantrum. Because these cops that so-called killed that nigga, man, they all got arrested, man. So if the marches were about justice for this nigga, they would have been stopped. They're seeking attention. They want a pat on the head. They want a hug from the police. They want love from the devil.
I got it. This problem, the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Right. Who is the wicked? Job 9 and 24. Malachi 1 and 4. The wicked is Esau, Edom. All right. All these devils, these so-called Caucasian people, man. The wicked is not going to go unpunished. You can't put your hands on the apple of the Lord's eye and just skate off into the sunset with a damn mullet and some Wrangler jeans, and you got a revolver and everything's cool. You just this cowboy. Everything's cool now. No, man. There's a part 2 to Manifest Destiny. All right, a judgment is coming to you for touching the sons of Israel. Right, bro. You will not go unpunished, man. The scriptures tell you that you're going to surely drink of that cup, man. Surely.
Yeah. It didn't say maybe.
Yeah, it didn't say maybe.
Yeah. That's more.
And you're a spoil of war, Jake.
Yeah.
That's what you are. That's why your woman is like F you. That's why if your woman working around Edomite, she change her voice up, she dress up. She threatened to call him on your ass. She threatened to call him. She wearing pajamas and the shit she woke up in the whole day around you.
Right.
So when she got to get around and all this other stuff. Like, yeah. I'm talking about you do all this for me. You over here acting like I don't do nothing. Yeah. You know, but that's because you lost, Jake. Wow. See what I'm saying? That one, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We just saw Eve down the street. You know what I'm saying? You lost, Jake. They don't owe you no reparations. They don't owe you anything. Because, you know, when we take them down to the kingdom of heaven, we ain't giving them reparations. We ain't getting nothing. But you think this devil about to go unpunished? No, he not. You have the elect.
Okay, stop it. How the fuck Jake said you gonna get some type of reparation or any justice? You got the devil functioning real slaves. Look at the history. You see? Look at the history of Esau destroying Jacob from the jump. And my brother, he get shot by an unjust judge. Was that Luke in 18? Go ahead, brother.
A lot of people don't know about the medieval laws, man.
Yeah.
The medieval law is an act of war. If you spoil the other person, they become slaves, become what they call POW.
Yeah,
prisoner of war.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you're a prisoner of war, the victim gets to do whatever the fuck he wants, whatever they want.
They got no rights.
Even the scriptures are saying when we have slaves, we can eat what we want.
Yep.
We can really just put it to this devil, man. We gonna do it too.
Yep.
You know?
But as of now, we in our captivity, man. That's the thing, man. We in our captivity. Ain't no hands up, don't shoot, ain't gonna fucking work, man.
Right.
The hands up, don't shoot, don't just, that ain't gonna fucking work, man. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, man.
Black lives.
Hey, we need Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Ain't no black lives matter.
Black lives don't matter.
Yeah, black lives don't matter, man. Black is death.
Right now, I can say this.
Got it?
Brother got the scripture. What you looking at, long story short, Jake, is what they based the whole thing of Greek mythology on. The whole thing, the Quran, everything. They call it the Battle of the Titans. All right? This is a battle between the two sons of God. The left-hand son of God and the right-hand son of God. All right? Esau is a direct son of God. As much as you hate to admit it, he is.
It's not Satan's son of God.
Right. That's how he got his blessing. That's how Cain got his blessing. Who was Cain's father? Adam. Since who we know was Yahawashi. Who was Isaac in the reincarnation? Yahawashi. Who gave Esau that blessing to let him have a family on earth? Now you look at Jacob. Jacob got his blessing. All right, Jacob coming back. So now you're looking at the battle of the Titans, as they call it in Greek mythology. This is a battle of the two sons of God. Right? Who's about to win? The left-hand side or the righteous? Right side, baby. Exactly. The right side.
The Edomites like to play that the Geneva Convention or the United Nations laws matter, but when you actually see how they get down when they go to these other countries, they show you what their true nature is. They rape the women, they especially rape the boys, they put prisoners of wars to death, they burn down the entire village, they shoot people and animals for fun, etc., etc. Because Esau, unlike you Jakes, are in that modern, that ancient spirit that the Most High
Esau never changed.
God.
Esau in the same spirit he was in when he was ancient Rome. God, straight up. He in the 7 AD spirit. Yeah.
The Most High, how Esau treats you Jakes is how the Most High expects you Jakes to be treating these Edomites. But you become soft and in that bubblegum, Care Bear Israelite spirit.
Well, that's what it says. Like what says, who shall rouse him up? We need Yahawashi to rouse us up. We got to get into our old ancient Yahawashi spirit. Yahshua is on the mountain.
It's scripture also say that the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but beware the wicked seducing him. You see?
Here's from an Edomite source, a well-known Edomite source, from Britannica.com. In the early history of warfare, there was no recognition of a status of prisoner of war, for the defeated enemy was either killed or enslaved by the victor. The women, children, and elders of the defeated tribe or nations were frequently disposed of in similar fashion. The captive, whether or not an active belligerent, so pretty much an active soldier or just a civilian, was completely at the mercy of his captor, and if the prisoner survived the battlefield, his existence was dependent upon such factors as the availability of food and his usefulness to his captor. If permitted to live, the prisoner was considered by his captor to be merely a piece of movable property, a chattel. During religious wars, it was generally considered a virtue to put non-believers to death. But in the time of the campaigns of Julius Caesar, a captive could, under certain circumstances, become a freedman within the Roman Empire. Hey, which is no different today. You Jakes have a job, you can even deal with the so-called white woman, but still you're looked at as a nigger, a spink, and a tonto in society. And as the brothers were saying, if Esau gets a chance, he's going to put you to fucking death like a dog.
That's what I was going to say. That's what they don't know about. I told you brothers before a while back that my man Jordan Maxwell, he went into the call up, what is it? The law of color, my bad. You don't matter. Everybody has a color. You know? They just, when they call us black, when we were coming up, they call Asian people what? They say yellow. White people are white, so-called white.
Native American, red.
Yeah. You don't have no race over here, Jay.
Latino, brown.
Brown. And that's what they say as well. Oh, you can show this true color.
Hey, what the brother said that the scripture says we are yet today in our captivity. Captivity, right? You got that
Yeah, Luke 18. Where you want to start? Okay. Luke 8, chapter 18, verse 1. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray, and not to faint, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not the power, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary.
So this widow, and who's the widow? This widow. Okay? So this is what's happening right now. So this is how you know this is a prophecy. What's happening right now, that widow, which is the Israelites, we're going to that unjust judge. Okay? Okay, because our adversaries, who is that? We got that police brutality. We
getting killed off in the streets. We got this hands up, don't shoot, no justice, no peace. We got all these different factions of Israelites going to the devil, asking them to help us out. Right. That's why they do the protesters. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 4. And he would not for a while,
Yep.
but afterward he said within himself,
Yep.
though I fear not the power,
Esau don't fear the Most High.
nor regard man, yet because this widow trouble me, I will avenge her.
So Esau is when it's all these protesters going on. Esau don't give a damn. He's just tired of hearing this shit on the news. He's tired of hearing Jake rise up. So he started to do little bullshit. Edomite and killing Jake, and then okay, he get a couple of years, you know. But this devil is pissed off that Jake is rising up. Man. You know, are you mad that we're being killed every day? You know. Only reason why it's out and it's public right now is because of the government storm, which is the internet. But this is old. This is old. Jake been getting slaughtered. Jake been getting lynched. This ain't nothing new that's going on right now. It's just we in this new era, the spirit that the Lord is televising. Lifting up the skirt. That's it. Lifting up the skirt, showing he's the devil. You know?
Yeah, we had lynching right down here, right?
Yeah.
Right over here.
Yeah.
Literally.
This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
See that? Destruction, man. Misery. Let's go down to Egypt. We're in Egypt right now. Okay? This is the place of our bondage. Captivity. So, destruction is to you, and you go to the devil. Go ahead.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many.
Which is their military, their might. You know, America's proud as hell. They think they the best of them all. So, guess what? Not us, but 2/3 niggas, they believe that we gotta get our answers from this devil. Go ahead.
And in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
See, and how do you seek the Lord, man? See, all these protesters and all this shit going on right now, it's because of the prophets, the men of the Lord, been prophesying about these things. Alright? See, now everybody got ain't nobody coming to the men of the Lord, though. You see? Ain't nobody up here, and I'm pretty sure you brothers been out here for years, you know, in each city. But ain't nobody coming around saying what the Lord got to say about it. This is the mouthpiece of the Lord. But these niggas, they'll go to the damn government, they'll try to get protest about voting, getting certain people out of the fucking the political figures and shit like that, you know. But they'll never come to the men of the Lord. They'll never say, why is this happening? See?
I just want to make a point real fast.
Go ahead.
In New Orleans, they literally sat down in front of City Hall, you know, looking for answers.
They going down to Egypt for help. They like to make real quick. Hey, you niggas trust more in Joe Biden than Yahawashi. Joe Biden did an interview with Shalawam the nigger, the coon, the fucking useless scum of the earth, saying when Joe Biden, sodomite too, hey, when Joe Biden was saying, hey, if you vote for Donald Trump, you're not black. And Jakes are gonna hear that. Like, oh, no, you vote for Joe Biden, yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Hey, well, fuck you too, man.
Zechariah 2:8. For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory had he sent me unto the nation which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
See, now he sent us to the nation that spoiled us, man. And that's the thing that they don't understand is that we are spoils. We are in captivity, man. We don't got our power right now. But see, we're waking up to the power. That's why this devil, see, all these protesters going around, hey, ain't never been no fucking protesters going around like how it is.
Not even the 60s and the Ronnie King.
The Watts riots can't even compete to this. They riding in Utah. They riding in motherfucking Holocaust scenes.
Yeah.
Right. You see?
They on it Lebanon now.
Yeah.
All fucking places.
Hey, but see the thing is that don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Some people are agents coming to us. You got agents being set up to do this shit, man. Yeah. Because when you go to Revelation 12:12, it says he knows that he has for a short time. When all these uprisings happen, you gotta remember that March 13th, Trump declared state of emergency. If brothers don't know what that is about, Trump, the president, has no call on what goes on in the soil of America. FEMA is in control of all of this. So the first responders in phase 1 is the National Guard, the first responders. They put it off of the hopes of COVID-19, and then they set up this order after they want to do chaos. This is only to implement their order. This is only to implement martial law. Okay, to vaccinate people to get off to the microchip. But you going down to the Delta answers, this nigga got a whole scheme on your ass, man. Yeah. See, he got a whole scheme to destroy it right now. You know? Go ahead, you got it.
And it says, for behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord of hosts has sent me.
See? It's funny, man. You got it.
Just to back you up.
I think it's a little bit
I got you. Second Ezra 9 and 3. Get straight to the point. Therefore, when there shall be seen
you know what? Stop on verse 1.
Come on, now. Second Ezra 9 from the top. He answered me then and said, measure though the time diligently in itself.
See, measure out the time diligently in itself. It's talking about the prophets. So, when you gotta, I always say the same, hey, you gotta rule it. Alright? However long that rule is. Measure the time diligently in itself. Okay, which is what? Prophecies. So when we see uproars, we can look at the slack off that rule. Oh, this is prophecy. We're measuring the time. We see the men of the Lord rising up. This is prophecy. We hear things of wars and rumors of war. This is prophecy. We hear certain things about nation against nation, which is the race riot. It's a prophecy. Blood moon. Yep. You go to Acts the 2nd chapter. The signs of heaven. Go ahead.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So we are in a time point where Yahawashi is on his way to visit this place. That's why we rejoice. We don't give a fuck about no COVID-19 or coronavirus. We don't give a damn about these riots. These uproars. These are just prophecies that's bound to happen. So we're rejoicing, man. Alright? You got people coming up, asking, what to do. See, Jake don't have no fucking questions, man. Jake don't got no answers. They on social media, Facebook, they on Instagram, you got the celebrities, they saying what should happen. Hey, you ain't supposed to do none of that shit, man. You got T.I. and all them niggas Snoop Dogg talking about, yeah, go fight, go ride. Them niggas ain't doing that shit. You got Super Bowl like bitch ass talking about riding, doing this and that. They ain't doing nothing, man. You're supposed to come and do this work. That's all we're supposed to do. Because it's prophecy. You got it.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning, man. So we are prophets, right? If y'all see, the world got a misconception of what a prophet is, man. See, the world got the mindset that a prophet's supposed to be in all white floating around the cities and shit, man. No, man, we the prophets. Yep. Alright, we came from the hood, we came from the ghetto, we came from all different parts of the world. What they call wine rivers and yep, that's right. We the prophets, man. Alright? And the word prophet, prophet means to say before, man. We get what our Apostle Great Millstone, they've been saying before, it even happened 30 plus years ago. That's right. And that's the reason why you people don't believe. Because it took a certain period of time. You know? Another indication to show that we're the prophets. Because I think it's in John 4, when he said, honor a prophet of no honor with some of his own country. Yeah. And what they do us, they disregard us, man.
Dishonor.
They dishonor us, man. That's why it's nobody right to retain the knowledge right now, man. And they all got to protest.
Well, so they shake their head up.
Yeah, that's right. They wag their hand at us.
With Isaiah 41:13, for I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. 14, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So yeah, the Most High gonna help Israel, not the so-called white man. Tupac, Greg Floyd, all them niggas, Joe Biden, whoever, all them other niggas, crack leaders. You know, the Most High gonna help us out here.
That shit ain't gonna work.
And that's the only power that Israel got. Nobody else. You know, and you dumb niggas can't understand that for some reason.
Like, we protesting to Yahawashi outside right now. That's what we protest. We ain't out to protest to the devil asking him to save us. Like, we know who's gonna save us.
Alright, 2nd Ezra 15, just to back you up. And 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm and smite Egypt with plagues.
Hey, because this devil, hey man, this devil has a lot of instances in the righteous seed, man. This is going all the way back to the Garden of Eden, man. Alright, now when the scripture says, put enmity between thy seed and the woman's seed, this is what we're seeing. We're seeing that hate between the so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, and the Israelites, man. Okay? We're led to the slaughter. That's the so-called Illuminati, all right, and they're plotting and planning to destroy the Israelites. Okay? It happened at the time of Esther, man. Yeah, these niggas. Yeah, these are these niggas right here, man.
Real niggas.
All right, these are real niggas, man. All right, the elites. Hey, my brother can hold on to that. Michael, the 2nd chapter, first verse. You know, you got it to the word.
That's about it. As before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Yep. Jump back to
Luke. All right, Luke 18 and 5. Yet because this widow troubled me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said, and shall not the power avenge his own elect?
the power goes, hey, Yahawashi Mashiach gonna avenge his elect. You see? So we don't need to go to this devil, man. We ain't gotta go to the protest. We ain't gotta go fucking vote, man. Jake trying to get him on the 3 branches of law, legislative, executive, and fucking judicial, and all that bullshit, man. Well, if we can get to the Congress here during the legislative or whatever it is, if we vote the right man in, it'll be more better for blacks. Man, it's bullshit, man. They all devils, but we can't go to the devil's system.
Yeah.
That these things put us in slavery with. They passed the laws on the Emancipation Proclamation. They passed the laws on the 13th Amendment. You know?
The image of the beast gonna save you from the beast. Come on, man. Like you say, it's great that Jake think being a Democrat is to glory, man. Like the white man, he has a plan for us over here.
The thing is, Jake don't know history. You don't fucking history. Because the Democrats was the one that was against Jake back in the time of the fucking what's that nigga name? Dixiecrats. Right. They was the ones who was against Jake, man. And then they flipped it to the Republicans. The Republicans was so-called for Jake. And they switched it. Now they say that the Democrats is for Jake. But the Democrats is the ones that's really making things oppress Jake even more. If I was a fucking Democrat.
See the shit he passed.
See?
Clinton and Biden, man, and the 90s.
Biden. All of they Democrats, man.
And if I can add real fast, just look at Jake neighborhood, man. It's all they all prepping. They sitting all on the neutral ground. You know, your grandmother ain't got no 401k. You know, they looking bad out there.
Let me just say this, man. What proves how stupid you niggas are, man? Any city that's run by Jake is a shithole, man. If you look at any city that's got a bunch of so-called Negro politicians, Negro mayor, that's the last place you want to live. It's a city that's run by niggas, man. So how the hell is the Democratic Party gonna save you, man? How's the devil gonna give you the tools that you need to get over him? Why would he want you and your kids to go to a better school than him? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, man. And these democratic cities that's ran by these Jakes, man, it's laws that were set in place by the Edomites that you play by our rules. Go ahead, you can get on Front Street, play by our rules, and look, you can be the mayor, you can be this, you can be that, but make sure you stick to this book and this script that I gave you.
They gave you the license that the
Yeah, it did, huh? Had to sell off, yeah.
anybody that's in their right mind should be disgusted that a people that isn't their own is ruling over them. That only makes sense. Every other nation on the face of the earth has their own country. When everybody tries to bust up against them, what they do? They go to war. They're not shooting 2/3 coup.
And when the law, it's like in the law, it's telling you we ain't going to set up another nation.
That's right.
I bring that already. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. Yeah, and that's how it is right now. Esau set this thing up, man, where he got rulers and kings over every nation, man. We at the fucking bottom, man. Okay? So anything that goes on in the cities, man, you gotta go to Esau for everything, man. Ain't nothing finna be ran without going through this fucking devil, man. Niggas don't own shit. Talking about some black business and everything. And you pay everything to this fucking devil. Yeah.
Yahawashi said that. Black business.
I know fucking black business.
Black business is not even black business.
And fuck black. Alright? Black means yes.
Yeah. That's why it doesn't succeed. So-called black business.
Yeah.
Why the bitch failed. Yeah. What about black excellence? That's why it is. That's why it is.
Every time so-called black people were excellent, their cars got burned down. Look at Tulsa, Oklahoma. Rosewood. Black Wall Street.
And we was put in final captivity. We in trouble with the Lord, man.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta remember that. Real law.
Can an inmate protest the jail about the order in the room before their time is over?
You committed a crime. We got officials on us that we must bear the hand of the wicked, man. All right, and we can't surpass that going back to Romans 13:1. We under the ordinance of the Most High, which the Lord gave this devil power to oppress us. So we can't get out of that. This the prayer of Azariah 1, and I'm going to start at 7. It says, in all things have we trespassed, and not obeyed thy commandments, nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us, man. So we're not looking for handouts and reparations and certain things, because it ain't well with us here. It says, wherefore, all that thou hast brought upon us, and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment. That's why we out here raising up the word of the Lord, saying, repent, saying, look, Lord, we have went away from our old ways or the ways of our father, and now we have came back to you.
Jeremiah 3:15 says,
right.
Turn your backsliding to you, for I am married unto you.
I'm married unto you. It says 9, and thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of Yahawah, and to an unjust king, and to the most wicked in all the world, man. There's no way to dance around that, man. All right? You got to bear that sword, man.
Go to 14. I tell you.
Jump to 14. It says, for we, O Yahawah, are become less than any nation, and become under this day in all the world because of our sins, man. That's why. But guess what? We got hope. Because going back to Psalm 124 from the top, it says, matter of fact, real quick, y'all got it. It says, we got hope. That's why we out here. We know where our help comes from. All right? Going back to Sirach 34:16, he's a defender from heat, everything, man. It says, if it had not been Yahawah who was on our side, of course, we understand who our father is. That's why we ain't out there protesting with those niggas, man. All right? It says, now may Israel say, if it had not been for Yahawah who was on our side when men rose up against us, as of right now, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. All right, so our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of violence. The snare is broken and we are escaped, man. And we're escaped through having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in our pineal gland, man.
You tell you in Deuteronomy, like, how shall 10 make 10,000 with a plank? Some of this rock and sold them out, man. Heavenly Father, the only reason we're in this situation is because of sin. This devil isn't smarter than us. He's not faster than us. He's not stronger than us. He's not even more unified.
It says in that day, the heathen shall know that he went into captivity because he transgressed
know that they're not superior and inferior to them. They're going to clearly understand that the people of the Lord, when it gets across, there's going to be a global ideology.
That's good.
I got Judas 5.
The thing is, the devils know if they knew that we wasn't doing the word of doing the law, states, commandments, once we have my shot, it's all over the wall.
Hey, they accuse us day and night.
Yep. So they know. You gotta go ahead and bring that out.
Judas 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power.
See, now this is a council between Ammon, Moab, and Esau. And I think it's another nation in there. If you jump to verse 1. Babylonians, Halalyam. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Jump. So they're having counsel. If there be any error of this people, go ahead.
All right. And they sin, error against this people, and they sin against their power. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
See, so they knew. See, these devils, that's why they do a diligent search. They know where it's supposed to be smart. They know where it's supposed to commit adultery. So that's why they set up certain things like black exploitation. They set up movies like Juice, Belly, Shotters. They set up these movies of us murdering boys in the hood, murdering each other, killing each other, okay, eating pork. They set up in what is it, 1970? They set up something called hip hop, all right, and then they set up NWA. They set up these certain rappers, even media, actors, to bug your mind out, man. Which is the witchcraft. See, so they know if we're going off on Yahawashi side, they got all rules. So they set up the whole world against Israel.
They said in the bag in front of one is like, what you call hip hop was actually put in jail to promote the poison that they put in you.
Exactly.
It's cool to be a dope dealer. Do the music. My favorite rapper sells dope. I want to sell dope.
Exactly.
So that's those spells that this devil cast on y'all. Back up.
That's the witch we grew up on. Right now, this today's music is cool to be a fucking junkie.
Yep.
And a homosexual.
Yep. So the thing is, they know you go into Psalm 83rd chapter, Psalm 83rd chapter, or you go to Psalm 2nd chapter. Okay. That's what these devils did, man. You gotta go ahead.
All right. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them.
So it was a counsel like, hey, if they going off, we can counsel their ass. If they ain't going off, we fall themselves back because they go with the power of the heavens, right, bro? The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob going to defend them.
That's right.
So we in that same, we in that same time period now.
And that's why that great fear is coming upon our enemies,
right? Right? Because guess what? Revelation 11, he stood up. So the one that's going to be protected is the elect. See, that standard is going to be lifted up on the elect. When they come in, see, the one going, they Jacob's trouble, that ain't for us. You see, Jacob's trouble is for these niggas now.
That's right.
Right? And then he said the Lord will lift up a standard. That's for the elect. That's for the prophets. See, so if they come down on us, that's when the Lord will come and rain on their ass.
That shall let me know who my chosen.
There you go. Yeah.
And then the food upon the right, it says that Daniel gonna stand for the children in that day. To let you know, like, it ain't no, I'm going to guard them and block them, man. It's in there.
Hey, you say that in Job, the 20th chapter said when his belly is full, that's right. And we got his new world order, he's going to implement that chip. Yep. And he's going to cast them down and destroy them. That's it. I'm sure it's something Gentile. Right?
And their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
That's what's about to happen. And that's the only reason why it's going to happen is because we have the prophets out there. You see? You got to see what it is. Yeah, that's what we got. We got to talk about it. All loud.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahawashi, and there shall no torment touch them.
Hey, no, that's plain and simple. Hey, the hand of, ain't no somebody gonna touch the man of the Lord. See? We're gonna be, see, when we go to the ships, it's called a hedge. You got that hedge on it, like Joe here, man. You don't have that hedge, it's the ultimate protection. See? You got it.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
So basically what this talking about is, if they do come up against the men of the Lord and they do make a brother part or destroy a brother, guess what? In the sight of the unwise, they thought that they got over us, man. But guess what? We in the heavens now. Okay? Look what Yahawashi outside.
And the bad yoke, coming right back.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because when the moderate started, that's seconds before Yahawashi.
That's it.
It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Ooh, that's immortality means you take off the celestial. You put on that celestial body. See?
I got this for you. Insinuating how he's going to save and take care of his elect. Second Ezra, chapter 2 and 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. For I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, which is Jacob's trouble right now, all right, others shall weep and be sorrow, all right, 2/3 and all these other nations gonna weep and be sorrow, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The men of the Lord are going to be merry, singing, according to Isaiah 64 or 65. 65. All right, we're going to be good. The heathen shall envy thee. They're going to be upset that we living good, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So even the elect and their children are going to be saved from this destruction. Or this misery.
That was hell. Look, go to the beginning of that.
Okay.
You said something else very, you stood out, huh?
Detrimental, huh?
Yeah. Come on, huh?
Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
Now, we know that there's going to be martyrs among us, right? So just because somebody shoot me in my head or stab me or cut my head off, did I perish? No. Understand the scriptures, people, man. All right? Just because somebody kills your body doesn't mean that they can take your soul and cast it into Hades or Dante's Inferno. The Lord can control all of that. That same person that killed you, Lord willing, you're going to be able to come back with spiritual powers and kill them and suck them back in their body and kill them again however many times and kill their kids and have subjection, have dominion over them, man. A sword and a bullet is not going to end the life of an elect man.
Hey, what scripture say? Fear not him that
kill the body.
Body and the soul.
That's why. The second Ezra 9 and 7, according to 8. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders.
But hold on, it said shall be preserved, which is a synonym of what? Saved, right? But you got people running around talking about they saved already. What it says again, shall be
preserved from the said perils.
So the said perils haven't really came into full fruition. So how you say? So how the hell did you say it? Shall is a future tense word.
Yes, right.
It hasn't happened yet. I said he that endureth until the end. The same.
To the fourth quarter.
The end. The same shall be saved.
How they saved already? They walking around with Sub-Zero masks.
No. Shots fired. They saved, but you still crying to the devil. Just but you saved.
You saved.
They said it's hell for COVID-19.
Yeah.
Hey, we at church right now.
Yes.
These niggas have a church on the internet.
See, they having live churches. Oh, yeah. They got to tune in to their church.
Facebook church.
Yeah, Facebook church. This is the church.
Right.
Yahawashi said, when 2 or 3 gather in my name, there
Yeah, he is this.
So how you gonna get a deadly virus in church? If you following the real Lord and Savior, man.
Right. Yeah. And the word church means to call out, man. How the fuck can you call out if you inside of a fucking building, man? Yahawashi said, come out on the Yahawashi said, come out on the highways and the hedges, man.
Got your body as a living
sacrifice.
Hey, Esau can't tell us, no, y'all can't hold church service right there. You know what I'm saying? Esau can't do that shit on the highways and hedges. They can say, no, y'all can't go to the churches. Social distancing, nigga. 6 feet.
God.
You got it?
Like I say, if you saved, why you not feel? If you walking around with a mask like you scared of something, but you saved. You're good already. Yes.
And it reads, shall be preserved from the same perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Uh-oh.
Sound like predestination to be
Right. From the what? And holy from the separated.
Yeah. Sanctified.
No, I say he summoned us from other people. What that means, he cut us off.
Holy.
Like
Set us
holy.
apart.
Set apart.
This is my good clothes. In Jeremiah 3, I say, but before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And sanctified thee.
There's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 1. I'm going to read down. It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them. What they talking about, man? They say no torment ain't gonna touch the men of the Lord, man. And if it do, the Lord allows the angel to remove himself. Or the angel to do that with his voice. That's it. And the day shall rise first anyway.
That was just the end of the ministry. That's it. A certain prophecy at the end of their ministry. Definitely be at the end of the ministry. That's all it was.
I'm finished the point I kept the faith. It says, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die. It looked like we dead. It looked like you killing us. Why? Right.
We look powerless.
Powerless, yup.
Uninfluential. Bunch of angry black men with that rhetoric out there.
That's right, brother.
They render us what? Like you were going to say, dollars.
Was this he who sometimes we had in derision?
It says, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die. All right? Until we be translated or transformed into that spiritual body. And then, like he said, we see. It look like. It says, and their departure is taken from misery. You see? And they're going from us to be under destruction. But they are in peace. What they talking about, man? All right.
Hey, what is it? For wisdom and knowledge.
That's right. We're in peace. The Lord said, I'm going to give you peace. Going back to Philippians 4, I'm going to give you peace that passes all understanding, man. What's that? Yeah. You see? It says, but though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality, man.
That's all we talk about.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all the kingdom this, the kingdom that. Yahawashi this, Yahawashi this, all we talk about. Spiritual powers this, spiritual powers that. That's our hope, man.
Right. It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded for our light affliction. So that's light, man. Come on. That's light. For God proved them and found them worthy for himself, man. So, who can battle against God, man? Who will arms long enough? Who could give charge to the Most High elect? Going back to Romans 8, man. All right? Nobody. Like, no. You see? That's Romans 8 and 30.
They say the Lord, Malachi 3:6, the Lord changed that.
That's right.
The sons of Israel need to sow that.
Yeah. It says, as gold in the furnace, and he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And
Hey, this is that burnt offering. That's right. We go to Romans 12 chapter, verse. This is our sacrifice. Right? Because remember, we took over the position of being priests. No matter what tribe we are a priest.
Under the order of Melchizedek.
Right, you got it. Okay, so the priests did what? They sacrificed to Yahawashi. This is our sacrifice. That's right. Ain't nobody making worthy sacrifices, man. You gotta, sometimes you gotta pray. Let me make a worthy sacrifice.
Bearing that cross.
Whenever you whenever you upload a video, pray that this is a worthy sacrifice, man. Because a lot of Jakes who don't know what this thing is about, they say whatever they want to say, man. You know? I don't want to go through some other camps on blast with them, but they ain't doing righteous sacrifices, man. Alright, the righteous sacrifice, we talk about the market of vision, it's the RFID shit. Putting our lives on the line.
A sacrifice is someone that's saying, fuck a 501c sharp. We're gonna put our lives on the line and tell the truth. That's a sacrifice, man. Okay, when you sign that dotted line and agreeing with the government, that's not a fucking sacrifice. You signing that because you're scared to put yourself on the line on the front line like this.
And any brother that got on the armor and he stepped on the other side of the ministry, that's the beginning of your sacrifice. And you gotta make sure you are sacrificing the right way to Yahawashi. Alright?
Isaiah 19, verse 19. In that day shall there be an altar to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof.
See? And this is the altar, this is it. This is the altar.
Right.
Sacrifice right now. Yeah. This is a sacrifice. This is literally a spiritual sacrifice right now.
Stick right up.
Sweet savor.
Yeah, but
Really, these words.
Hey,
Words are
come
sweet
on,
savor.
Water blue.
Come on, man. This is the sacrifice.
That's right.
We actually sacrificing right now.
Yes.
Rough ass now.
Come on, man.
Got each other's back.
Rough faces.
Sacrifice.
That's right. Verse 20. And it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto Yahawah, the Lord of hosts, in the land of Egypt, for they shall cry unto Yahawah because of the oppressors, and he shall send them a savior.
Hey, now that's a protest. When you go into the word protest, it means what? To testify, be a witness.
I'm crying to
This
the
is
Lord.
the true protest.
On the oath.
This is how you stand up.
That's right.
For your so-called rights. All right, that Yahawashi Yahawashi gave. Not the so-called white. That's right.
And going back to the book of Nehemiah, that's what Ezra did. Where men on his right flank and men on his left flank. And he had the book of the law in the streets and reading it out loud in the water gate.
That was the altar.
That was the altar. Which is the altar? Why Ezra and the priest was out there and all this men to the right and the left? That was the altar, man. You see? They in the midst, man. And he read the book of the law was in the midst of him and he read it to the fifth. That's what the book, all you see the book of the laws out here. It says, this is the last one. It says, wisdom of Solomon back in 3, which was the point. All right. It says, in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their law shall reign forever. This is the point. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. So how did we understand the truth? The Lord have what? He have supped with us, man. Because we have what? We allow wisdom to come into our bosom, man, and we held it tight, closely, man. It says, and such as it
Call wisdom thy
kinswoman, man. And thy brother. Thy kinswoman. It says, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he cares for his elect. God cares for his elect, man. God likes like Yahawashi. Y'all got it, huh?
Let's see, Kevin, everybody.
Yeah, he kept everybody.
On the world.
Yeah, say that.
Like the hill.
They're hot over there. Romans 12:1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
So we must do this, man. Yeah, we cannot do nothing else but this. All right. What else are we gonna do outside of doing this work?
Not a damn thing.
Are we finna go protest? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We finna go to college. Oh, you want to be in a fucking warehouse for the rest of your life until you fucking die? What are we gonna do?
Scripture says the world receives you not because ye are not of this world.
That's it. Right. So this is the. So like, go ahead. This is that sacrifice, man. It's some more of that, Papa. It's some more of that. Okay.
It says, and be not conformed to this world. It said, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
So that's part of the sacrifice. We have to get in the mindset that, okay, shit gonna get up. It's going to get tough out of it. We got to renew our mind through the scriptures, through prophecy. Okay? That's why we got to renew our mind. We got to come from that old man to that new man. That's a part of the sacrifice. See? It's a lot. It's a lot that you got to do when you come to the sacrifice. You got to be brothers. You be different brothers. You got different spirits. You got to be cherubim. Okay? You got to be your arms.
You got to be servants.
Servants.
You got to serve the brother.
See? This says the renewing of your mind, man. Okay? You got it. It's
Putting off the old man.
It's a moment. It's a moment.
It says that ye may prove which is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
See, we're trying to prove ourselves to Yahawashi. Alright? We ain't doing nothing else but trying to say, hey, Yahawashi. You got, hey, tell the Lord. Hey, you said we're going to do this work, we're going to get immortality. You see? We got to prove this. Okay? Hey, you said if I do your work, you will give us immortality. Hey, I'm doing the work. You know?
Hey, in Romans it says, be ye not unwise to what the will of the Lord is.
And what is the will? That's the thing. The world don't know what the will of the Lord is. The Christians, they don't know what the will of the Lord is. The will of the Lord is to prophesy, man. Okay, to say before, man. Because you got to remember, when we look, the scripture says, in the power of the tongue, in life is, in the tongue is life or death. Yeah. In the power of the tongue. Life or death is in the power of the tongue. So we got to speak life. We're speaking life. It's a term in the world that they say speak into existence. But if we shut down this motherfucker, if we prophesying about this place to go down, we're speaking those things into existence. So this is the will of the Lord. Everybody ain't talking about the destruction of this place. They want answers, but they want answers to deal with the devil. They want to build up their economy and shit. Do it with a damn devil or the damn paper.
I can add this real fast. See, Jake, they scoff about us talking about the end of this world because they don't want the end of this world. Right? So when you scoff at that, when you say, well, hey man, y'all been saying this for how long? We're going to continue to say that for however long it takes. That's right. Because we're tired of this place. There's no rest for us here. Right? There's polluted here. There's nothing left for us here but to continue to prophesy and speak the word of the Heavenly Father.
That power of the tongue, they only speak for the prophets. You got to understand the Bible is only talking to the prophets who live and understand it. So we can bring it out back to the people. You know? And yeah, we is preaching death to America. But we on the balance scale, we preaching life for the Israelites.
Right.
And we love the 2/3 more than they even love us. Because hey, without us doing this work, they ain't even going to see, they gonna be rebirthed. You see? All Israel shall be saved. 2/3 our kids. You see? Exactly. All Israel shall be saved. So we doing this work and this place is destroyed, they gonna come back. You know? Go ahead, all right.
2 Timothy 2:2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi. No man that war entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier.
So we are in war. See? We are in war. This is an active war. We are in war right now. Now when you go into war now, I love watching those ancient movies. You know, the old ancient period pieces where you have capsules and you fight with swords and this, that, and the third. So when you're in war, and the brothers can hold numbers 10 and 8 real quick. Now when you're in war, being a watchman, you gotta be watching. Okay? So you got those watchmen at the top of your castle. Yeah. So they can see afar off from where the enemy's coming. On the high tower. So what we're doing is, when we see the enemy coming, what we gonna do? You gotta go in and whatever you got, ring that bell or blow that trumpet sound of the alarm. You see? And that's what this is. Because this is a war. We got it. Numbers 10.
Numbers 10 and verse 8. And the sons of Aaron, the priest, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an you. Then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpet.
So that's what we do. We're blowing the alarm with the trumpet because this is war. We're on that watchtower, all right, and we see the enemy afar off. Okay,
we see Esau fall with his order Ahchyam, his person from below. We see this new world order culminating. Okay, so what are we doing? We're blowing that trumpet. We're letting Israel know, hey, Yahawashi shot on his way back. So-called white man, remember when they was Esau Edom? He's the seed of the wicked, and he's going to come down on the righteous seed. This is us blowing that trumpet. You see?
Hey, and according to what's coming out of these trumpets is gold and oil, man. But the people can't receive it. You see, because they don't know what oil to receive.
They don't even know that this devil was the enemy.
They don't. And it tell you that in Revelation that these two olive trees is there that tormented the earth, man. And we torment the earth by blowing the trumpet. We're not putting hands on that and burning rides down and burning shit and spinning military tanks and shit, man. This is what we doing. This Zechariah 4 and 11. It says, Then answered I and said unto him, What are these two olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick and upon the left side of the candlestick? And I answered again and said unto him, What be these two olive branches which through the two golden plates empty the golden oil out of themselves, man? You see? So we are emptying the golden oil out of ourselves. The two olive trees be the northern and the southern kingdom, man. The prophets, man. It says, that's the two witnesses, man, in Revelations, man, that tormented the earth. It says, and he answered me and said, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then said he, These are the two anointed ones that stand by the Lord of the whole earth, man. That's emptying the golden oil out of themselves, man. Telling them what the destruction gonna be. Preaching salvation to those that come to repentance. And it's a call from the beginning.
They golden what up?
That golden oil. Yes, Lord.
Bring it on, huh?
It said in Ecclesiastes 9 and 8, let your garments be always white and let your head like no oil, man. You see? You got it, huh?
Right, brother.
Yeah, 4 and 11, you know what go with it? Yeah, 14 and 17. All right, I got it real quick. Yeah, thank you.
We're going to trumpet right now, man. The service of the prophet.
I got it. This 1 Corinthians 14 and 7. It says, And even these things without life-giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction in the sounds, how shall it be known what is piped or harp?
Right, there's a distinction in the sound. As the brother just read.
Get it.
We're piping unto you, man. We're at war. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but we are at war. As the brother read, the Heavenly Father called us to be soldiers, man. So if you're at war and you got a trumpet and you blow out a strange sound, the people are not going to know what to do. A strange sound is marching and picking and hugging the damn devil, man. A strange sound is going on a protest with Edomites, man. You prophesying with the same people. I mean, you protesting with the same people that you're coming up against, man. That's a strange sound. You're not discerning. The word discern means to make a decision between this and that, man. You have to separate, man. Yeah, righteous judgment, man. Discernment.
It says, For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself in a battle, man?
That's beautiful. If a trumpet give an uncertain sound, how you gonna know what to do, man? And our people, man. When you look at Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, T.I., Killer Mike, all these niggas, man.
King Cool.
Yeah, they're all cool, and they're giving an uncertain sound, man. Like, who knows what is the end of the mischievous madness, man? Yeah, what are you niggas talking about, man?
This 10. It says, There are, it may be, so many kinds of voices in the world, and none of them is without signification, man.
Yeah.
Meaning it signifies what it's speaking about, man. All right? What are you saying? All right? If you're talking that church world shit, it signifies that you don't know the word of the Lord. Yeah. If you're protesting, you don't know the word of the Lord. It doesn't resonate with the Spirit. It doesn't resonate with the Spirit of the Lord. That don't,
What shall overcome? Jake should have understood that, if I can just say that, Jake should have understood that when the Lord destroyed the Tower of Babel, and he wasn't for that one world order shit, man. And that's the same thing Esau come with. What it is on the dollar, man. On the dollar, man. Novus Order Seclorum, which is the New World Order, man. You know? So he
you already knew that the heavenly Father not for you.
Well, you know, this, the wicked seed is always trying to get this one world order established and go back to the Greek Empire and to significance.
Yeah,
But the thing is, if you realize it, the thing is always is good to exclude the Yahawashi out of this empire.
right.
You know, you see it in the Roman Empire, or the Greek Empire, first and foremost, when Jacob's calling after the lost nation, but until some people sit over and go to abomination of desolation.
Right.
So guess what? Hey, you don't gotta worship your power. You ain't gotta sacrifice. You can sacrifice pigs on the altar. All right. If you wanna do you wanna get licensed, you gotta they give reverse circumcision. They put the string in the rocks. And they put it over their rod, man, so they can be circumcised again, man. Or uncircumcised again, man.
That wicked
That shit is the money, bro.
that wicked Rex Jason, man. The most, hey, and they wanted to be like what? The Greeks, most of all, man. You see? That sacrifice, they were sacrificing. Hey, our people got a romance with the enemy, man. They just, you remember that little dance you do when you turn around your head like you dancing with, Jay just dancing with the enemy, man. He just dancing with the devil, man. And can't help himself. You got it,
I just say,
Moving in water,
Spirit
man.
of Yahawashi shine straight and direct. That straight narrow path. Like he give you a path to lay down. If anybody come at somebody with straight answer and they gotta go where I got to do this and that, they're not coming direct. So he give you a spirit to discern fake shit.
It's a spirit, man. The brothers from Mississippi, they actually did a lesson going in the gray area. Jake loves to have gray area because it allows him to wiggle around the prophecies, wiggle around the commandments. As long as you have gray area, you can introduce doubt. Then once you introduce doubt, Satan got in there, man.
Hey, God, hey, just like that, Edomite, who that wicked side is. That globalist George Soros, who funds the Black Lives Matter, all he did was, look, I'm going to give y'all something to go out there and do protest. Anything to keep you away from this truth right here. It's a lot.
Hey, so Rock 37 and 15, it says, and above all this, pray to you, the Most High, that he would direct thy way in truth. Right? Yeah, so you can know how to travel. What highway to travel on, man?
That's the fucking GPS for your ass.
That's right, man.
That's the right thing.
God, bro. Right, bro.
All these other leaders, man, they fear Jacob into destruction, man. That's the thing. Nobody got the answers when you get to the
It's Proverbs 16 and 17. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. And a righteous man making it, when he departed from evil, he's making himself a free man. It says the highway of the upright is to direct from evil. And not I just said we pray to the Most High to direct that way in truth. You see? It says, and he that keepeth his way, preserving his soul, man. That's the way you live, man. According to the scriptures, man. Got it out. Your brother's got it.
It's Matthew 11 and 17. Just to back up, we just had to play that song. And saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
See, hey, we mourn it. We giving y'all the history of this devil, man. All right, rape, rob, murder, eugenics. All right, look about eugenics, man. All right, testicle experiments, man. You know, what grandparenthood, chemical trails, man. Trail of tears. So we're mourning, man, and Jake ain't crying with us, man. You see, they okay, it happened. All right, we gotta get over that. And, okay, it's another level after that. No, man. So we piping, which is a beautiful instrument, the harp. All right, this is the song, man. Revelation 14 tells you how only 144,000 do that song. This is that song, man. That's it. This is the song. And they can't dance into it. You see?
I'm going to say this, man. I'm going to say this real quick. And that mourning also goes into finding out why we're in this condition. Like, we're the reason that we're in this condition. That puts you in a state of mourning like that. We fucked up. Like, until you come to this truth, you really think, like, it's just the white man, or it's just a chaos, or it's just a random current of events. When you actually find out the reason that we're in hell, the reason we're in captivity is because we sinned against our power, that puts you in a state of mourning. When I finish that scripture out,
It says this Baruch 4. I'm gonna start with one. I'm gonna start with one real fast. For Ruth 4 and 1, it says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to light, but such as leave it shall die. Let's be going in.
Yeah, man. This is it right here. This is the light. Okay, Yahawashi said, "What I'm the way, the truth, and the light." That's the scriptures, the whole road. And we've been going into prophecy this whole day. And what is Yahawashi, man? The testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, man. So if you don't have the spirit of prophecy, you don't have the light. This is the kingdom of heaven right here, man. That's why Yahawashi said the kingdom is within you. Because the prophecies are within you.
If I can add real fast, let's say you talk to somebody that left out of this truth, ask them what the solution is once they left out of this truth. You know?
What's the result?
That solution is the way
What became of God?
It says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that ye may be illuminated. Because this right here is the real Illuminati, man. We are the ones who have the true understanding. Not them Edomites, man. That think just because they throw pictures and shit on one another, they know something now, man. That's not how it is, man. With these scriptures, we have learned everything that we needed to know to overcome everything that we need to overcome in this world, man.
That's why the Lord mocked them devils. What is it, Isaiah 14? He called them Lucifer. And if you're Lucifer, why are you falling? If you got the light, if you're so illuminated, why is your kingdom falling apart, man?
It says, give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto a strange nation. And it says, O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known to us. Right? You know, and that's the reason why, even though those gutter rats call themselves the Jews, we know that they can take that from us, right? We know that we can dispute that because we got the truth on our side, man. You know? And that's why.
Read verse 6, huh?
It says, it says, be of good cheer. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. He was sold to the nations, not for your destruction. So the Heavenly Father didn't do this to destroy us. He did this for us to understand that we went off, and hey, we're gonna find we have found out.
This is a learning experience.
Lead his ass so he can come back to this. So he won't have to sit in.
If I can say the scripture says, blessed that man that have understanding. So if you understand what's going on, that's not going to bother you when the chaos comes. Because you know why. You know what happened. You know why it's happening. That's
You're going to be like the guy was on the TV. All that stuff happened, man. He was calm.
because why? You had the knowledge of the scripture.
Isaiah 33:6.
Yep, that's right.
That knowledge of scripture.
Here's with those Edomites, he said, the Lord told us, man, you're going to be all right. He's talking to that woman. Then the Edomites said, what about us? He said, you.
It says, he was sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, and ye would deliver unto the enemy.
If it was up to a corner situation for the devil had his own choice, we would have been out of it. It wouldn't even be no Negroes out there.
He tried to exterminate us multiple times.
Racist.
You can't do it. It's the spirit of the Lord, man.
Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem praise in the earth.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You started prophesying in the day, while I was turning at night, man. Give him no rest day nor night. That's hard.
Jeremiah 14, I guess I'll start at 11. Then said the Lord Yahawah unto me, pray not for this people, for their good.
Hey, you had Jake's on the streets and shit, bowing down, laying down, and prostrate, praying. You know what I'm saying? Praying that this will pass. Praying that we can be equal. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Praying against the will of Yahawashi and Yahawashi.
Right, who wants to die on their knees? You get in front of a cop on your knees. Now, what if this cop shoots you? You know how you fucking died? You died on your knees with your hands up like a little hoe.
Praying to
submit. Submit. You in submission. Showing another man, I'm submitting to you. Please don't kill me.
The scriptures speak about dying mad.
Pray not for these. It's like a pray not for these people.
Now you got 9,000 bodies on your head. Something you like, yeah, that's big. You know,
I'd rather go out like Snoop Dogg on Baby Boy.
Right. This will go with your enemy, man. This is Proverbs 20:17. Give it to you right now. It says, bread of deceit is sweet to a man. Look, anything you get from the enemy is deceit. Right? No matter what the reward is, no matter what the gift is, what it is down the line, it's for a deceitful cause if you get it from a deceitful man, right? Exactly.
But he had war in his heart.
It says, bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel, man.
If I could add that, we leading those prayers sometimes, man. And Esau leading those prayers with Jake, man. Making Jake feel all good. Because there was a video that had the Edomites on their knees, Jake crying. You know, they happy because they feel like the so-called white man know their pain.
With no hands on the
Yeah. And even when a Christian pastor, a Christian Jake pastor leading the prayer, Esau still leading that prayer, man, because he taught them how to pray. That's right. Why they under that 50? They go out. They
fully indoctrinated, man. They walking in the ways of Esau without even thinking. They be like, man, no, this is our place of prayer. Man, Esau created this shit.
Verse Jeremiah 14:12.
That's the reason why that white boy came up in there and lit it all up, man. Because that was y'all place of prayer.
When they fast, Jeremiah 14:12. When they fast, I will not hear their cry. And when they offer burnt offerings and oblation, I will not accept them. But I will consume them by the sword.
Right, so because you got Jake trying to pray to Jesus, trying to pray to Esau for their protection, for their salvation. The Lord said, He ain't hearing that. He ain't hearing y'all oblation, which is basically just supplication. Your unworthy sacrifices. Yeah, your offerings. Your unworthy offerings, man. He said, y'all prepare for the sword, man.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 10, verse 13 and 14. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen.
Hey, because somebody real quick. Jake, Jacob go serve Baal and go serve Molech, and then they get jacked up. Then they go pray to the Lord, make up the sacrifices.
Yeah.
And the Lord forgive them. Then they go do the shit all over again. Yeah. And then they expect for their sacrifice to work for them to forgive them again. No, it's just like now. You see, Jake trying to pray to these devils, these other gods, and they expect for the Lord to come protect them. Man, that ain't about that.
If I could add a little bit, Jacob be out there on the corner selling drugs, get shot. Now it's Jesus, please. Lord, please help me. White Jesus. Yes, Lord Jesus.
And Tobin 12 and 10 tell you, Tobin 12 and 10 tell you, they that sin are enemies to their own life, man. Enemy to his own
hey,
self.
he that curses Satan, curses himself.
Yeah.
When a wicked curse Satan, curses himself.
Bring that out of that
One more scripture and close it up.
See ya.
Hebrews chapter 10, starting 28 on down. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy. Under two. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Of how much sore punishment, suppose ye, shall he be thought worthy, who have trodden underfoot the Son of Yahawashi, and have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace. For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, said the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people.
I just wanted to say, man, the Heavenly Father, he has plenty of witnesses, man. We have seen all these different things that these people have done, and we have called it out, and they have not heard, man. So when Yahawashi comes back, it's gonna be Isaiah 65 and I think I had it. We don't talk. He's gonna plead with all flesh. Yeah, 66. Go ahead. I get it. All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, and verse 15. And the scripture reads,
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury.
That sounds like a man that want to have a discussion with wicked people, man. Oh Lord, I would have did it, but he don't want to get none of that.
And that Lord that is all love and peace.
Is that the King James Bible? I think that was edited. I would have followed you, but what do you read?
No, that's the Old Testament.
Yeah, that's the Old
If I can say there's certain words that explain certain expressions. Like if it's love, it's cute, beautiful, gorgeous, it's certain words that express beauty, and there's certain words that express anger. Fury is wrath, is a rage.
Indignation, righteous indignation. That's what it is. And it says, and it's rebuked with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword, that's how the Most High comes to Yahawashi shall come with both of them, man. He said it's going to be with anger and with fury.
Because them chariots going to be shooting lasers as well.
Yeah. While America already lit up with them, said, what it is, Luke 12:49 says we already be killed. Fan of flame.
It's going to be a lake of fire, man.
That's right. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. That word plead.
Plead being killed.
Right? But when you utilize that all, they don't want to talk about that. Right, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a whole different
Speak to smooth
conversation.
words. And it says, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's right.
Right. So with that, we hope the elect was edified, because that's all this is for. The rest of you niggas, hey, get ready to meet your maker, man. It's right that time. That's the Lord. You're going to face the east and give all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, bahasham, harakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to lead by example in these last days, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect.
Shalom, Yasharala.
Shalom, Yasharala.
A bomb.